What's up? Welcome back. It's Hats and Guitars. We're going to do another little mini lesson today, just like the little wind chord lesson we did in the last video. I've showed this subject before, but I never showed it at a good angle with good light, and it's always been rushed, at the shop and stuff. So what I'm going to do now with this new Guito system I have, we're going to show you how to Duece tray your hat two different ways. Okay, first one, I don't know, I guess I invented it myself. This is the way I sort of taught myself to do it. I call it the compass method because it's kind of like, one of those school compasses where you put the little short yellow pencil at the end and then the pin goes in the center and you make a circle with it. Okay, so it's like that. To me, this method works better. There's more control, and you could pretty much do, any type of Duece tray you want with it. So, okay. First thing I do is, you get the compass ready. It's kind of basically like you take your middle finger and it goes right into the center of the hat, okay? And think of your thumb as the pencil. That's what's going to do the work and kind of crease the hat, okay? So the thumb is kind of like rotates around, okay? I use my middle finger. It doesn't really matter, I guess. I'm just comfortable that way. It seems to be a good sort of center of gravity or something. So what I do is I take my thumb, okay, and I put it right in this crevice right here, kind of like, first I get my center, okay, and I put my thumb right in the groove, just like that. All right, okay. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna swivel, okay? So what we kind of do is we sort of pull the hat back towards us, which brings the finger into the hat. Okay, so what I just did is I opened the pinch. It might be easier for you to open a pinch. I've never done that before, but I think it might be easier. I'm going to try it that way first. Okay, so I'm opening the pinch and popping it out, the one I'm working on. Let's try it that way. It doesn't really matter though, I don't think. Okay, watch. Here, okay. Now I'm going to rotate, okay, so that this finger goes down at a slant towards the brim. Okay, so it's going this way, but it's also going down. So it's continuing this line down at a slant like that. Okay, just down, 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 down like a slant. Okay, so that's what you're doing. I'll show you again. The finger goes into that crevice, okay, and then you want to continue it down at a diagonal line towards the brim. Okay. Pretend you're making a little air line with your thumb from that crevice to the brim, okay, to where the crown meets the brim or something, but you're doing it at an angle. You're not going straight down to the brim. You're not going straight across. You're going right in the middle at a perfect angle, and you're continuing this angle. This diagonal line that's right here just goes further like this. Watch it. Okay. Like that, okay? All right, so get the finger as the compass, put that there, and I do something like this, watch. Okay, then you could go back, adjust it a little. You could make this part go down more, could smooth it out, okay? To be honest, it's one of those things when I do it slowly, it doesn't come out. Okay, this time I'm going to leave the pinch regular because that's how I generally do it, and I usually have no problem. Okay, so you just take the hat, center crease like this, finger in the middle, thumb right there, okay? And we're going to go sort of that way, diagonal, okay? It's like a diagonal line towards the brim. So we're not going this way. We're not going this way. We're going, taking this line here, okay, and we're continuing it at a slant towards the brim, okay? So it's kind of like starts here, it's a line. So you're kind of continuing it at a crease and you're going towards the brim. You're doing something like that, okay? It's basically what it is. All right, let's try it again. As I am. All right, I'm gonna do it with a fresh hat too, because this one's really soft and I'm not getting probably the best DEUCE tray, and also it's probably not gonna be the way your hat's gonna respond. This is like millinery felt. It's like what they use in ladies' hats. Let's try this sickness hat. All right, I didn't want to use this because it's a darker color. But I'll turn up the lights on the Ito. I thought darker colors would be hard to read, but I knew this felt would work better. Okay, just need a center crease hat. All right, so it's basically kind of like go at a slant. That's it. Okay, yeah, so regular felt works better. Then you can go here, you can undo that crease if you want. A little oversaturated, a little light? Yeah, okay. Thanks. It's like I got a live stream. Thanks, guys. I hear you. Turn it down? Okay. Is he live streaming or is he just like hearing voices in his head? All right, try it again. In the middle. Put this right there. Okay. You want to aim for the brim on a diagonal line. All right, so you're starting here and you're going at diagonal towards the brim. So you're creasing, continuing that diagonal, going down, okay? You want it to be in a smooth motion, like a shoo. That's why I pull the hat towards my finger and I do the compass rather than just going tick, tick, tick towards a diagonal like that. Anybody who's an artist knows that if you want to make like a nice curve or something, if you just kind of do it smoothly, it's going to come out smoother than trying to slowly make it, you know? So there is a certain, I don't know if it's that you have to go fast, but it's kind of like you want to just pull the hat at the sort of same speed, you know? And you'll control how it goes, how far down you want it to go, how far across. This can go further down too if I wanted to. Depends how far you want to aim, see? You could go up higher. Okay, it's kind of like an X crease too. You could take this side. Let me see. Yeah. Pinch that and you get this X thing going on. Kind of like there, you see. Just make that kind of crease. That echoes that line. So it's like that's going across there, and then this one and that one. So the pinch will give you a line like this. So it'll be a pinch that's shaped like a letter D, something like that. Or you just open it up, way easier. Either way is fine. You could just leave the pinch as is. It looks fine to me also. Those are all ways to do it. All right, let's work on the other way. There's another way to do it too. I mean, there's actually 2, 3, 4 ways to do it, you know, but they're all sort of based on 1 or 2 ways, you know. Like the first method I just showed you, you can do that all different ways. You can just take it, okay, and you could follow that line and do it with your thumb. And then that's it. You're done. No compass, nothing. You could do that. Another thing is you can not make the hat upside down too. You know, you can. There are all ways to do that. We just did it another way. I guess that's very simple. If we just do it like this, watch. Continue this line. Continue this line down at an angle. Okay. Let's try. That's it. Continue that line down at an angle. Ace, deuce, tray. Ace, deuce, trace. Deuce, tray. Deuce, trace. There's some people who do it in the back also. I think it gets a little unsightly when you do too much of that stuff. You know, I don't feel like it looks good when you could do the back and the front. Get this sort of weird S thing going on. I mean, it's cool, you know. It might look kind of confusing and geometric, almost like a pretzel. So some people might think that's super dope. But for me, I don't know. I feel like I don't like to get too creasy with my hats. This is just me though, okay? It's not like I'm teaching or telling you what the right way is. This is just my opinion. I feel like a center crease has a certain grace and beauty to it when it's the right center crease, when it's crafted well. Like, I love the look of the old Porcelino Classico. It's just like a, I don't know, 4.5-inch center crease, but it has a very graceful kind of a line to me. This hat's been reshaped a zillion times, but it's, you know, I like a very nice center crease that, where you see just a very graceful, simple shadow on it. I don't know if I have a good example, you know, maybe like the Cygnus or something. I think that there's a simplicity to the center crease that I find graceful, simple, elegant, and beautiful. Like a Verdi, a Como, a Classico, McGill Sinclair / McGill Ontario. What else? A Stetson Temple. The crowns of these hats to me look very, very pretty. I love a good teardrop too, but I sort of like a hand-shaped teardrop over a block teardrop, you know, like a Whippet. Although, you know, I do love those hats too, like a Whippet, Celentino Queen. Love that. That's a great alternative for a Whippets. Somebody asked me today, what are 2 good alternatives for a Stetson Whippet? Well, the Akubra Style Master by Akubra. Okay, you can get that at Delmonico Hatters. You tell him that Kevin from, you know, YouTube sent you. Kevin from Hats and Guitars, in their notes, and Delmonico will take really good care of you and stuff. He's got the Style Master in a couple of colors, like a blue-gray, and kind of like a stone beige color. And that's like a Whippet, same sort of specs. It's a little bit more authentic crowns, like slightly higher, and it's a good crown to shape, you know, like you want to pinch it and stuff and make it look a little bit more authentic when you get it. It comes with some nice pads to tighten it, really good leather, and the felt itself will take some rain and take some steam without you panicking. So that's a big thing. A lot of modern hats don't do that anymore, but yeah, the Akubra Style Master is a good hat and a good alternative for a Whippet. Another good alternative is by Celentino, the Queen. The Queen is really nice. We used to call that the Hamilton back when Ida was working there. Gorgeous hat. It's a very good quality. And it has a slightly more kind of graceful, almost like, I don't know, like a fleur-de-lis, rather than a very boxy kind of, like the Whippet is kind of the same level. It doesn't swoop down that much, and it's very kind of symmetrical, where the Queen has a little bit more of a sort of a nice pear shape to it. It might be a little lower. It's got a much nicer ribbon. It's got this ribbon where the cross piece in the center of the bow is like a big square. It's like, you know, like a big fat square like this, kind of like that 1930s Art Deco look. It's a big double bow. I forgot what they call that top piece of a bow, the whatever, the wing, the fan or something. So it's like a double bow, and it's got the wind cord, the brim binding, and then that amazing little cross piece on the side, which just looks so classy to me. So that to me is just a great, I don't know, it's a good alternative, and you don't have to worry about steam and things, you know, things happening. I love Stetson, and they're one of the coolest hat brands out there, but this is, you know, an open road that hits some rain, you know, so you can see this doesn't break anymore. This is a symptom of, you know, like some thin felt. So I would say be careful. Don't wear these things in huge downpours, okay? Try not to steam them when it's not necessary. And it's like this, they're hot and cold. Some of them come off the line a-okay, other ones come off thin with not enough stiffener on there, and they kind of break. What happens is, as soon as that stiffener breaks down, it does what it wants to do. It just falls down under its own weight. So I don't know what to say, but as far as open roads, it's not that new. It's something that's happened for a while. Whippets, it can happen to a whippet also. Stratoliner, Premier, it's not something that's going to happen to every single Stetson dress hat, but a lot of dress hats these days, from not just them, other brands too, are getting that symptom. Thin felt equals hats that'll break down in rain or steam. So my advice to you is, if you're going to wear something, you know, in the rain, go with the Akubra. You could order it from Ben Delmonico at Delmonico Hatters. Just look them up. Just put in Delmonico Akubra Style Master, and you could order it for free. It's like free shipping and stuff, and they take exchanges and returns, I'm pretty sure. So you can try that and see how it responds when it gets wet. I think you'll be happy. Where Stetson, as cool as it is, and as much as I love the brand, I still think they're one of the coolest hats out there. They're just not rugged hats. I mean, let's put it this way, fedoras are just not meant for rain, okay? They're not meant to be like these rain hats, like Casablanca with tons of rain pouring on it. That's just, you know, movie magic. They're covered in shellac and stuff, and you probably have like 16 hats back there, you know. These hats are meant, you know, they're meant for lightweight, for comfort. They're luxurious. They keep you warm. They keep the sun, the elements off you. But they're, you know, Western hats are more rugged. Dress hats are not really great for the elements. I would suggest getting something in an inexpensive rain hat. They make things called rain hats. There's one from Bailey, also. I think Bailey, the Bailey rain hat is at Delmonico. They're not expensive hats. They're like, you know, $100 or less or something. And it's a raincoat material basically on your hat, and you could get them saturated. You could just pour a bucket over your head, and you'd be like, okay, thanks for pouring a bucket over my head. Now I'm fine. These are not meant for that. Okay, there's no debate about that. Anybody who works at a hat shop says it 1,000 times a day. A light sprinkle, yeah, you'll be okay. Don't wear it if you think there's going to be a huge rainstorm out. If you want to, what you need to do is wear your older hats. Okay, wear something old. If you have a bunch of hats in rotation and one of them is just like your oldest one, it's beat up already, wear that one. Sometimes these hats do great. You get home and you're like, holy crap, my hat is perfect. I didn't expect that. Other times you get home and there's like a little thing like this. Most of the time there's something wrong, like, you know, the hat isn't totaled and the hat isn't perfect. It's somewhere in between. Come on, let's face it. It'll look like, you know, some brim damage. And if you're very, very unlucky, you'll have like that, that Stetson open road I showed you before. And the brim will get like this. That, you know, it's supposed to be a snap brim. So don't take the chance. I don't suggest it. And if you're going to take the chance, take it on a hat that you don't mind gambling with. One of your older ones in rotation. Sorry. let's get to the other, that was a long tangent, right? Let's get to the other method of DEUCE trays. The other one is basically taking one pinch and pushing it down. That's it. You just push it in, like down into the hat. It sounds brutal, but it just kind of works. So you're able to just pop, up, down, DEUCE trays, center crease, DEUCE trays, center crease. So you can do that. You just push one in. Okay, once it's in, you have to pull it up a little to get it to that right place. So then you're good. Okay, this hat didn't DEUCE trace that well that way. Let's try this. Yeah, this pinch worked way better for some reason. So you just pop it down, pop it up, pop it down. Ooh, I pushed too hard. Okay. But you can adjust it, or you could pop it back up. So that's one thing. Just jam one pinch in, and then you kind of pull it, you push it back out to taste. Let's try that on a different hat. How about this Biltmore? Yeah, that's like a size 8. So that size 8 looks really funny. DEUCE tray. This is a double X. All right, so let's say a double X with a DEUCE. Because a DEUCE doesn't look that great, or at least this hat doesn't. So you're gonna notice some hats are gonna take it better than others. Some hats are gonna look better with it. You can technically do this to a center crease or a teardrop. I like doing it to center creases better. Yeah, the problem is it's very hard to do this while looking at the camera. I have to do it while looking at myself. So you push one down, and then you just kind of pull it up to taste. That's it. The first method will definitely be cleaner and work better. It's better for the hat too. So, you know, tweak it or whatever. Okay, pull that line down. Swing it around. Push the back up. If your pinch is too long, bring it back up. Sometimes this pinch will be way too long, like that, okay? You could bring it up till it kind of stops. So I'm bringing my finger and it's just sort of stopping. That'll look a little cleaner. You know, like if this pinch winds up going way back there, I kind of like it when it's small like that. This method doesn't always work as easily. I would say this way is better. Hiya! Hiya! Pink Panther, remember that guy? He used to come home and that guy used to karate chop him. Kato, right? Hiya! Alright. That's about it, fellas. I just wanted to go over the DEUCE tray with somebody. They were asking me online what to do. And you know, I had a bunch of old videos, but I looked at them and they were all kind of quickly done. They just weren't nicely done. So there you go. I think anybody who really wants to do it and was having trouble with it before, this video should make it a lot easier. I would go with method A. Method B is like even like a little tough for me and stuff, and I've been doing this for like a long time. So go with method A. Method A.